There is a word, just one, hidden within the oldest pages of the Torah. The Kabbalist rabbis kept it secret for over 3,000 years. This word is unlike any other you've ever heard. It needs no translation. It needs no intellectual explanation. It carries a frequency, a divine vibration. And when you pronounce it correctly, something in the universe changes. Your bank account changes. Your opportunities change. Your financial destiny is completely rearranged. I've seen bankrupt men become millionaires, hopeless women build empires, entire families emerge from financial darkness into absolute abundance. It all started with one word, a Hebrew mantra, a sound code that activates portals of wealth that were closed in your life. And today, for the first time, I will reveal that word to you. But pay attention. This is not ordinary information. This is ancient wisdom, spiritual power. And if you are not ready for the transformation, you shouldn't be here. Let me ask you something that will touch you deeply. What do you fear most when you look at your financial situation? Is it the fear of never getting out of debt? Is it the terror of not being able to give your children the future they deserve? Is it the silent shame of seeing others prosper while you struggle every day? Or is it something deeper, the fear that perhaps you are not worthy of abundance? I want you to know a truth right now. This fear didn't come from you. It was planted by generations of scarcity, by limiting beliefs, by spiritual blocks you don't even know exist. But today, that ends. If you feel this message has reached you for a divine reason, subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. You are entering a community of awakened souls, people who understand that wealth is not just money, it's spiritual liberation. Welcome to the journey. Let me take you back in time, to the Sinai Desert more than 3 millennia ago. Moses had just come down from the mountain. He carried the tablets of the law, but he also carried something else, something few talk about. He carried the secret names of God, not just the names we know, but the hidden names, the sacred sounds, the words that move mountains, part seas, and yes, attract wealth from heaven itself. No, Psalm 23, it is written, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." But did you know that each word of this psalm in the original Hebrew carries a specific vibrational frequency? That when pronounced correctly, they literally reprogram the energy field around you? The masters of Kabbalah discovered this. They learned that certain Hebrew words are not just sounds, they are spiritual keys. They open doors in the invisible world. And one of these words, the most powerful of all for attracting prosperity, has been kept in absolute secrecy, passed down only from master to disciple, from generation to generation, until now. The word I am about to reveal to you is not just a word, it is a spiritual command in the Torah. In the book of Genesis, when God creates the universe, he does not use physical force, he uses words. And God said, and it was done. The Hebrew word for this creative action is dagesh, which means intensification, absolute focus of energy. When you pronounce that word with intention, you are activating the same creative power that God used. You are saying to the universe, I command that wealth intensify in my life. I command that opportunities multiply. I decree that my financial destiny be transformed. And the universe, my friend, responds, not because you are special, but because you are using the language that the universe understands, the language of creation. In Kabbalah, each Hebrew letter carries a profound spiritual meaning. The letter Dalet, D, the opening letter of the word Dagesh, represents at the door, but not just any door. The door of humility. The door of receptivity. The door that opens when you finally stop fighting and begin to receive. Many people are financially blocked not because they don't work hard, but because they are stuck in the energy of effort without receptivity. They push, struggle, fight, but never open the door for abundance to enter. The letter Dalet teaches, you need to create space. You need to become a vessel. And when you pronounce Dagesh, you are saying, I open the door, I allow myself to receive. I am worthy of the wealth that is coming to me. Now here's the deepest secret. The sound of Dagesh carries a specific vibration that breaks energetic blockages in your auric field. Kabbalists call this clip spiritual shells that envelop your soul and block the flow of blessings. Imagine your financial life as a river. The water, wealth, should flow freely, but over the years, stones, branches, and debris have accumulated. The river is blocked. Dagesh is like a spiritual explosion that destroys these blockages. When you pronounce this word repeatedly, with faith and intention, you are literally clearing the path for abundance to flow to you. Now, how do you use this? Here is the sacred ritual. Morning. Upon waking, before touching your phone, Before speaking a word, you close your eyes. You place your right hand over your heart, and you pronounce Dagesh, 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 pronounced Dagwesh, 3 times, with absolute intention, visualizing a golden light filling your chest and expanding throughout your body. Night. Before going to sleep, you repeat it 3 times, but this time you visualize that golden light spreading throughout your room, your house, your entire life. You do this because 40 consecutive days. Why 40? Because in Hebrew tradition, 40 is the number of complete transformation. Moses stayed 40 days on Mount Sinai. The flood lasted 40 days, and your financial transformation will be complete in 40 days. But there's more. When you start to prosper, when wealth begins to flow, you also need protection, because not everyone will celebrate your victory. Envy is real, the evil eye is real, and Dagesh also serves as a spiritual shield. When you pronounce this word, you are not only attracting wealth, you are creating a protective field around your finances. Negative energies cannot penetrate. Curses cannot reach you. You become untouchable because you are vibrating at the frequency of divine creation. The man who lost everything. Let me tell you about David. He was 52 years old, a businessman. He lost everything in the crisis. His company went bankrupt. His wife left him. He was living on his sister's couch with only 200 reais in his account. One night he watched one of my videos. He learned about Dagesh, and even without fully believing, even with a broken heart, he decided to try it. Every morning he woke up at 5 a.m., he placed his hand on his heart, and he pronounced, Dagesh, Dagesh, Dagesh. On the 3rd day, nothing had changed. On the 10th day, still nothing. But he continued, because something inside him, a small voice, said, continue. On the 27th, he received a call, an old investor he hadn't spoken to in years. The man said, David, I had a dream about you. I know you've been through some difficulties. I want to invest 500,000 rand in your new business. David didn't even have a new business yet, but that week the idea came to him. And today, 18 months later, David has a company valued at 8 million rand. He sent me a message. Rabbi, that word saved my life. The woman who worked 3 jobs. Now, let me tell you about Maria. Single mother, 2 young children, 3 jobs. She slept 4 hours a night. She earned just over 2,000 rand a month. She could barely afford rent and food. She was exhausted, broken, hopeless. A friend of hers shared my video. Maria watched it crying. She said, I don't know Hebrew. I don't know anything about Kabbalah, but I need a miracle. And she began. Every morning before her children woke up, she whispered, Dagesh, Dagesh, Dagesh. On the 15th, she received an email. A manager position at a company she didn't even know existed. The salary, 9,000 reais. She applied, thinking she had no chance. But she got the interview, and she got the job. But the story doesn't end there. 6 months later, she was promoted. Her salary doubled, and on her 1-year anniversary, she received a bonus of 50,000 reais. Today, Maria has only 1 job. Her children are in a private school, she bought a car, and she still pronounces Dagesh every morning because she knows that that word changed everything. The family that was on the edge of the street. Finally, the story of Carlos and Ana, a young couple, a 6-year-old son. Carlos lost his job. Ana was pregnant with their 2nd child. They had 2 weeks before being evicted from their apartment. 3,000 reais in credit card debt. No money, no hope. Their young son, Lucas, saw them crying one night. He asked, Mom and Dad, why are you sad? And Anna, trying to smile, said, We need a miracle, my love. Lucas replied, Then let's ask God. That night, for some divine reason, Carlos found my video. He watched it, and even without understanding everything, he gathered the family. He held Anna's hand, he held Lucas's hand, and together they pronounced, Dagesh, Dagesh, Dagesh. The next day, nothing. The 3rd day, nothing. But they continued. Day 8. Anna's mother called. She had sold a piece of land and wanted to give them 10,000 reais. Day 12. Carlos received a job offer, a higher salary than before. Day 20. Anna discovered a law that forgave part of their debt. Today, they have 2 children, their own apartment, and every night before going to sleep the family gathers and pronounces Dagesh because they know that word saved them. What if I don't know Hebrew? Listen, you don't need to know Hebrew. You don't need to understand grammar, syntax, or any of that. Power isn't in your intellectual knowledge. Power is in sound vibration. When you pronounce Dagesh, even without fully understanding it, you are activating spiritual frequencies that transcend language. It's like music. You don't need to read sheet music to feel the emotion of a song. Just pronounce it, with faith, with intention, and the universe will respond. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work for me? That's the voice of fear. And I understand. You've tried so many things, you've believed in so many promises, and nothing has changed. But let me be clear, this is not a human promise. This is an ancient spiritual truth, tested for 3,000 years. The only way it won't work is if you give up before the 40 days, if you only do the ritual halfway, if you pronounce the word but don't truly believe it. But if you commit completely, if you do it with faith, with discipline, with an open heart, you cannot fail. Because you are not fighting alone. You are aligned with the creative power of the universe. What if I'm not spiritual enough? Do you think David, Mary, Charles, and Anne were spiritual enough? They were ordinary people, broken, desperate. But they had something, the courage to try. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be a saint. You just need to be honest. God isn't looking for perfect people. He's looking for willing people. And if you're watching this video right now, it's because you were chosen. You are worthy. You are enough. Now accept that. Now for those who are ready for the next level, I'm going to reveal something that few people know, the secret of divine timing. Dagesh not only attracts wealth, it synchronizes you with the kairos, the perfect divine timing. There is chronos, chronological time, seconds, minutes, hours, and there is kairos, the time of divine opportunity. When you pronounce Dagesh for 40 days, you begin to operate in kairos. This means you'll be in the right place at the right time. The life-changing connection will come exactly when you need it. The business idea will appear at the perfect moment. You'll find the right person. You'll see the opportunity that others don't see. How do I activate this? Advanced view. When you pronounce Dagesh in the morning, add this. Visualize a gold clock spinning backward. See it stopping exactly at the number 8, the number of infinite abundance in Kabbalah. Feel that you are entering God's time and declare, I am synchronized with divine timing. Everything happens at the perfect moment for me. This is spiritual quantum transformation. Here's my challenge for you. The Dagesh 30-day challenge. Clear instructions. Morning, upon waking before anything else, pronounce Dagesh, Dagesh, Dagesh 3 times. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Visualize golden light. Night, before going to sleep, repeat this 3 times. Visualize this light filling your home. Miracle diary. Keep a notebook. Every day write down one good thing that happened, no matter how small. A conversation, a discount, a smile. Because when you focus on the small blessings, the big ones follow. Gratitude. Before going to sleep, be grateful for 3 things. Always. Unwavering faith. Even if nothing changes in the first few days, keep going. The transformation is happening in the invisible realm before it manifests in the visible. Do this for 30 days. Don't skip a single day. And on day 31, come back here and tell me what happened. I guarantee your financial life will never be the same. My dear friend, we have reached the end of this sacred journey. But in truth, this is only the beginning. You now carry a word of power, an ancient mantra, a spiritual key that few in the world know. Now, let me bless you. May the eternal Hashem, the creator of the universe, open the gates of heaven upon you. May wealth flow like a golden river toward you. May your hands be blessed in all they touch. May your ideas turn to gold. May your words create prosperous realities. May your children see the glory of God in your life. May your enemies become your admirers. May envy not reach you. May abundance pursue you every day of your life. May you sleep peacefully and wake up to new opportunities. May you never again know scarcity. May God's name be glorified through your prosperity. May you be a channel of blessings to others. May your faith be unwavering. May your heart be grateful. And may Dagesh be the sound that transforms your destiny. So be it. So it is. So it is done. Shalom. Peace and prosperity be upon you. Now go and pronounce the word. Your financial miracle has already begun.